It takes a lot to conquer our fears and to face them. There are a lot of things that you would wish to say, what you would wish to do, what you would wish to accomplish. But all of these wishes are never granted because you are in a hesitant state. You never take initiative. It is hard to face your fears. Facing your fears takes a lot of courage. Facing your fears takes a lot of self-confidence and assurance because you are the person putting yourself through these trials. Only you yourself can conquer these trials. And without going through these trials, we get into this comfort circle where we don't face our fears, where we quite literally run away from them, where we keep them in a box away from us so we can stay comfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. And fearing change, fearing growth is something that is keeping you away from being your best self. In order to be your best self, you have to be okay with shedding the person that you are today. You have to keep working towards bettering yourself each and every day because you only have today to do that. Your present self is looking at your past self and seeing the failures that you've went through, the shortcomings, the downfalls. None of that matters because you can choose to keep moving forward today. You can choose to work through these hardships that you've had because you are not your past self. Who you are today is who you were always destined to be. Who you are today is a person that you can change and mold a new future so that when you reflect back to the past, you can see how far you've came. You can see the amount of growth that you made from the beginning. Growth is also not linear. You will have periods where you feel like you're on this upward slope. You're conquering everything. All the barriers, all the next levels, the goals, the accomplishments are just rolling in. And you feel like you're on top of the world, but then all of a sudden, you're hit with the next barrier. You're at the bottom of the next mountain. You don't have any gear equipped. You just have your bare hands and feet. Are you going to keep crawling, digging yourself up? Are you going to stop and realize that this next mountain is too big for you? This next goal, this next achievement is too far out of your grasp. You should know that you are worthy to keep pouring into yourself. You, just as much as the next person, can make anything happen. You just have to instill that belief within yourself. And it really is difficult to have that belief, to have that confidence. I'm not telling you that it's easy to go out here and do the things that I do or do the things that you want to do, but you have to be okay being uncomfortable being in that state, doing these things, because if you always acted within your comfort, you will not see any change. Me acting out and actually speaking and talking about these things is going against my moral compass, like my comfortability, not moral compass. This isn't morally wrong to talk about. However, this is going against the balance that I have within myself because it is an uncomfortable topic. It is an uncomfortable thing to talk about because it is a very real thing that we all struggle through. It is a very real thing that we all face in life. Everything is not easy. Nothing is actually as easy as it may seem. And when it comes to growth, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. You have to be willing to go through that pain of shedding yourself and that pain of facing the reality that this is the person you are. This is who you need to work with to change. The person that you look at in the mirror, you want to be proud of that person. You want to be happy one day. You want to be at peace with yourself. Because if you're not at peace with yourself, you will always have chaos. You will never achieve true happiness. Having true happiness comes from knowing that you are exactly where you need to be right now. You are perfectly fine in this state. You are perfectly fine with who you are. And the person that you want to become is possible. The person that you want to become can be obtained as long as you keep working at it, as long as you keep putting forth the effort, because all it takes is effort and persistence and the belief within yourself.